Market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, hey traders, I want to do a market update today for you. Man, it's going to be a crazy week. Stock markets are going to go crazy this week. You know, it's right now I'm doing the recording, and I don't normally do this because this doesn't mean nothing to you by the time you actually watch this video. But you know, it's really interesting to see that gold has come off early this morning, and even the S&Ps are up 20 something points right now. Again, that doesn't mean anything to you because by the time you watch this, it could be down 20 points. But it's really interesting to see that's how this week has started off. So it started off like that. It's really interesting to see what's happening there, because think about this, guys, for a minute. All right, let me actually bring up. Let me bring up this pane here, and I know you guys can't really see that well, so I'm just going to highlight this here. I'm going to open up this a lot more so you guys can just see what I'm trying to look at here, or what I'm doing here. So you guys can see it a lot more. These are basically daily charts of all the stock charts that I got here. So this is all the daily charts. So anyway, in any event, guys, what I was thinking about was if you look at what happened with Brexit, the market shot up, right? Just right before the Brexit vote came out. Makes sense? So if you think about it, that's the first thing I want you to think about when it comes to the whole Brexit situation, the whole election situation. I think that the federal case got, Hillary Clinton's case got. I think it's all been settled now. She's not gonna go to jail, and I think it's all good to go right now. I think that's the reason why the E-min is. And if I just look at the chart, let me show you this chart here. This is just on investing.com. You can see that this chart here, the market's actually gapped up massively. Let me go to say a 5-hourly chart. You can see how this it's just gapped up massively. This gap here will definitely be filled. So I'm not really worried about that. Even if it does rally up a little bit more, I think eventually comes down, and then I think eventually it will come down and then close this gap. I don't think it's gonna just open up here and then go straight up. I just don't see that happening. I think this is a bit of a bull trap. I personally think that. And gold and silver have gone down. So here's what I want to say about the whole election thing of here, guys. First thing, as I said before Brexit, what happened? The market shot up. As the market shot up, that was before Brexit. Guess what happened? Then the whole announcement came out that Brexit was happening, and then the market came off, sold off. So that's actually what I'm seeing happening right now. Hillary Clinton's all off. Everything's all good to go. It's all good to go. That's the first thing I say. It's like, and again, guys, what I'm saying here is I'm not saying either way. I don't know whether the market's going to go down. I don't know whether the market's going to go up, but I'm just giving you some observations to really think about moving forward into this week. Okay? So that's the first thing, is the market's gapped up, and they're probably going to have a nice update today because of that. That's Monday, and then as you know, Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? What's that? Yeah, so Tuesday, Tuesday, so that's Monday, that'll be tonight, Australia time, and then Tuesday, the election, November 8th, yeah, so, and then that'll be the election. So that's the first thing I want to say to you guys, okay? So just bear with me here. Second thing I want to say is this. If you look at, say, let's have a look at any market, say the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, doesn't matter, you can see they've all been coming off. Let me show you something here. The charts, first thing, the charts never lie. The charts just never lie. The charts are always telling us something. And if you have a look, say, look at the S&P 500, or you look at the Dow, you look at this S&P 500, and you can see that this here was the major high point up here, and you can see how this whole thing had a false breakout, and then it dropped down. Guys, the market doesn't do that, and then suddenly like, oh look, Hillary Clinton won, and then bam, have a massive rally to the high side. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't do that. And if you look at, say, a weekly chart, especially when you're starting to get this sort of action, guys, the overall bigger picture is telling you that there's bad news about to hit the markets. Because as you can see that this here is a total false breakout. Now, bear with me here for a minute. I know I'm probably going to get maybe a lot of hate or dislikes. Again, this is just my opinion, what I'm seeing from the charts, okay, guys? The charts never lie. So we're seeing this pullback here, a total breakdown of the previous highs. This now confirms this being a false breakout. That's the first thing I want to say. You say, but John, you don't understand. You know, and I heard so many people on my YouTube channel saying, John, you know, you don't understand. This market's just rallying down. They get so many people short, and then it's going to be, and then all the smart people are buying the markets. All right, if that's the case, then how come there was so many people out on YouTube saying, you know what, the market's going up and the market's staying up because the market is going up and it's going to keep going up because they want Hillary Clinton to win? Hang on a minute. For the whole year, people have been saying the market's going to go up. It's rigged. You know, they're not going to drop rates. They're going to keep pumping money into markets. They're going to keep this the illusion alive. They're going to keep this market up. For the whole year, that's all you've heard, right? Because they want everything to appear everything's going well, and they want everything to appear that it's all going well. So therefore, they vote Hillary Clinton. Well, how can that have changed in the last couple of weeks of this market having a pretty good sell-off? Hang on. Oh, well, the market's selling off, and that's now the market's selling off. That's the sign to say, oh, look, this is just the market before it. This is the market going down, and you know, and this is going to get people. This is going to get a lot of people short, and before you know it, you know, up we go. You know, sucker people are going to get it. Sucker people are going to short the market right here, right now. Which I wouldn't be short the market here right now because the market's already gone. And it's one of the things about understanding how to read the markets is once you've had a long extended run like this, you don't ever short it down here because there is a good chance it's going to rally back up. It's just the way the markets work. So I definitely wouldn't be shorting it right here. I am short right now still, but I definitely wouldn't be adding to a position right here. But in any event, if you see what I'm saying there, guys, that firstly I wanted to say that this market shot up just recently. The day before that, that's what happened with Brexit. Look at this day here, right? The market shot up the day before Brexit, and then Brexit came out, and it just came straight down. This day here was Brexit. That's the first thing I want to say. The second I want to say is that the charts never lie. If the market's been slowly stepping down for so long right now, for the last few months, yes, we may get a rally back up, but that's all I believe is going to happen because once you start to get this whole, and again, guys, let's go back to the weekly chart here for a minute. If the market breaks up and it comes back down, the charts never lie. The charts are always, for some reason, guys, and you'll notice this, the charts are always king. And for us to go down and go down and go down and then suddenly drop down like that, and not only that, but start to break past major key areas of support levels, guys, the market is telling you something else is going on. And even if you bring it down to these levels through here, you can see how that's happening there. So something else is going on. Read the charts because the charts are telling you that. And not only that, but guys, but you can see this market's been stepping down, and then we've got this big sell-off. So, and as you can see that. So, and then the next thing I want to say is that for the whole year, as I was saying before, the whole year, people have been saying they're going to pump more money and they're going to keep this stock market up. They want to keep the illusion alive because they want Hillary Clinton to win. But it seems like some people on my YouTube channel now it's like, well, John, you don't understand because the market has dropped down, and you know this is just a sucker drop, or you know this is just to get people short, so people and then the smart investors are buying it. Really? When the charts tell me to go, and I saw a few people saying, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I got out of my shorts and now I've bought the market, guys. Trade what you see, not what you hope for. That is so crucial. The charts are weak. There's nothing bullish about this chart. When the charts say start to buy it, buy it. When it starts to make some good high peaks, high troughs, as an example, then you start to buy it. But there is nothing bullish about this overall formation that has been forming for the last 3-4 months. There is nothing bullish about it. So trade what you see, not what you hope for. So many people that are buying the market right now, they're buying the market and hoping that they're right. Instead of just saying, I'm going to get in because of that's the plan. Make sense, guys? So there is you've just got to you've got to look at the facts of what it is. And I'm saying that the charts are telling me Donald Trump's going to win, and we're going to go down. And if the market stays up where it is right now, we're going to get a rally out of this. And as I said before, guys, that's how the markets work. If you look at some of my other videos, where the market has a big run up, it'll have a pullback. And this here is the wrong time to be getting into it, of course. But so many people wait for the big run up and then they start buying it. The same with here. When the market drops down, there's actually I definitely wouldn't be shorting it here. Why? Because there's a good chance that the market's going to rally, and then we're going to see this here. And that's actually what I think is going to happen, because the overall monthly, weekly, and daily charts are saying we have now created a big major round down top, a major top. And if we do, guys, and if we do get a major rally tonight, that's going to be even better to see a pretty big sell-off going into Tuesday. That's just what I'm saying. That's what the charts are telling me. So I'm not going to trade that, because that's just me guessing. But the charts are telling me, hey, we spent so many months up at the top here. And the whole thesis was keep the stock market staying up because they want Hillary Clinton to win. And then the market drops. Well, the market's dropped. That means Hillary Clinton. It seems like everything that happens in the markets, Hillary Clinton's going to win. I honestly think that this is going to be another Brexit. You're going to get a good rally out of this thing here. The market might have a big rally up. But even if it does rally up, guys, guess what? Nothing changes unless we break past this 2,130 mark. If we do, and this, guys, again, we don't know. As a trader, we don't know. We only can trade what we see, not what we hope for, and then take the corrective measures for that. But if the market does rally back up and it goes back to up top here, and before you know it, we're actually breaking past these major key areas of support, and we start to do this, guess what? The market's going to rally up. But I don't think so. I'm totally disagreeing with people that are saying that right now. Yes, we may get a rally, but guys, getting a rally, that's how the markets work. If you know how to read the chart, that's how charts work, right? The market doesn't ever go straight up like that. It'll go up for a pretty big run, and then it'll have a nice pullback, and then it'll go for a pretty big run. And even if we have a big drop down, right, it might have a really, really sharp drop down, and then guess what? We have a pullback, and then we drop down. That's how the markets work. So the markets don't ever just go down, and especially because the market's been going down for some time, we're due for a pullback anyway. That's how the markets work. This is really, really, really crucial to understand. Make sense, guys? So if you look at that, and if you look at the way that these markets are working, guys, please don't buy this market right now, guys, because you're only gambling. Don't gamble your money away. I wouldn't short it. I wouldn't buy it here because there's nothing here. I wouldn't buy it here because you don't know this market could keep going down, and I wouldn't short it here because we're actually due for a pullback. So we're actually due for a good pullback here. But guys, the markets have broken past key areas of support levels. And not only that, but every area has every major indices have actually done that. And as I said before, right, if you know how to read the charts, if I squeeze this chart right up right here, what do you notice here? Right? You just got to read the chart and what it's actually telling you. We had a run up, and then we had a pullback, and then we had a run up, and it broke past previous highs. Then guess what? Came back down, came back up, and started going back down. And as you guys know, when this was happening, I was saying looks like a head and shoulder formation, and we broke back down. Guys, when the market gets so extended in one way, like you see here, we had a big run without a decent pullback or a good extended sideways period, the market's likely to have a pullback. And if you guys remember, for the last few months, I've been saying that I think the Nasdaq's going to get hit the hardest because of this big run to the high side, right? And so whenever we get that, we actually generally get a sharp snap pullback. Look at this here. We had a big drop down, and we've got a pretty sharp snap pullback. And that's what happens. Even when the market crashes, a crash in terms, guys, a stock market crash in terms is what happens over a year. That's what a stock market crash is. People think it's happening one day. It's like, no, it takes time for that thing to develop. We may get some good selling off. We may get some pretty big drops, like 10% in one day, or 15% or whatever. But a crash, that happens over time, right? That happens over time. So we can see that that's what's happening through there, guys. And this is all the daily charts here. Let me go and show you the weekly charts, because I think this is really, really important to understand. If you go have a look at the weekly charts, and let me just bring this over here for a minute. This is the weekly chart here, right? And if I bring this, and if I zoom, let me show you this here. This is the S&P 500, and this is the weekly chart. And you can see we've had two major areas of support levels, and we've actually three major areas of support. We've had this one support, we've had this two support, and now we've had this level going up through here as well. Makes sense? So we've had three major areas of support levels, and they've been penetrated. That's right, I said that word, penetration. John, you're so rude. I can't believe you're trying to be so professional, doing a professional financial video, and you're being so rude. And then we got another drop down through there. Guys, that is telling something. Even if we get a rally back up, guess what? It's likely to hit resistance and drop back down. Now, why would I say that? Well, guys, if you guys have been following me for the last few months, guess what? Because that's exactly what I've been saying about the Dow Jones line chart. Let me show you here. And you guys have probably seen this so many times if you've been watching me for the last few months. I brought up this line chart and I said, guess what, guys? Look at the Dow Jones. We had this high up the top here. We had a rally. It dropped down. I think we're going to get a rally. We're going to hit the area of resistance. We're going to drop back down. So you can see that on the line chart there with the Dow Jones. Now, guess what? Let me go back to this weekly chart here again. And we go back to this weekly chart with the weekly S&P chart. And you can actually see a very, very, very similar situation. Right, and even if we go, I know I'm switching between charts here, but I'm trying to give you an understanding of how this works, guys. So you go to this here, as you can see, we broke down very, very, very a lot, right? And you can see what's happening here right now as we speak as well. It's actually come down to an area where it may find support, but we can see this whole high here has been a false breakout. Even if we do get a rally, I think then we just get a pretty sharp drop off from there. Because that's what happens, right? You can see exactly what happened with the Dow Jones. So read the charts, guys. The charts are the king. Trade what you see, not what you hope for. And what I'm seeing from these charts is exactly that. We've broken back down. Look what's happened with the Nasdaq. We had this pretty big run back up, sideways, and now we've had this pullback. I think we're on our way back down to at least this here. If the Nasdaq does break this long-term support level here, guys, and this support level, then it's all over Red Rover for the Nasdaq. If we go have a look at, say, the Dow Jones as well too has been selling off. You can see how it ran back up, hit this area of resistance, has broken past this level now of support, and now it's actually just been dropping down and dropping down from there. So Dow looks very weak, and also especially looking at things like, the Russell 2000. We've completely broken past this line through here now, guys. And now we're dropping back down. We can see we had a support. This whole area through here, guys, was a major key area of support. And if you look at what this market is telling you, look at the bigger picture. What is this bigger picture telling you? Well, let me see. Can I turn this into a monthly chart? There we go. Now I'm turning this into a monthly chart. Let me take everything off the screen here, and I want to share something with you here. I'm looking at the IWM for the Russell, but the ETF, but it's basically aligned with what the Russell's doing. Tell me what this actually looks like. What does this look like? Let's actually just go back to point blank. What is this? The markets ran up, and we had a pause, and we had a drop, and then it ran back up. Look at the flows, right? Look at the flow up. And look at this here. We had a flow up. We had a flow down. We had a flow up. We had a flow down. What is that saying to you? Well, we're stepping high. The market runs up, and then it flows down and creates this low here. It creates, what is this here, guys? This here is now a major low. And now what else has happened? Oh, the markets ran up, and now it's starting to head down. It already created this lower low now, or this lower trough. Now it's created this lower peak. And in the mix of that, what are we getting? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Big, massive head and shoulder formation is forming on the Russell. Guys, that is not bullish at all. Oh, John, you don't understand. That's just the... you're looking at bigger picture, guys. This is how you read the market, right? This is how you truly read the market. But John, you don't understand this and that. Okay, you know what? Let's actually do this here. Let me bring up this chart here, and I want to show you. I want to show you a stock that I've been short for quite some time right now, and I want to show you exactly how that works. I'm looking at the UUP here, but I'm going to bring up TSLA, Tesla. And I have been short this thing for quite some time. Now, why would I have been short this thing for quite some time? I actually have long-term dated put options on this thing, by the way. Now, why would I have done that? Interesting. Now, let me have a see here, right? So we're looking at a daily chart, and so many people are looking at this daily chart, and I slowly stair-stepping down, and we'll continue to stair-step down from here. All right, so that's the first thing I see. Now, where did I actually start to go short? Well, let's have a look at this here. Look at this major round top, right? And again, look at the flows. And if I go to the monthly chart, look at the flows in price action. The flows in price action is the thing that you should be focusing on. Now, if you have a look at this, let's go and let's actually bring up my lines again, and let me show you here. What happened here? It flowed up, and then it flowed down. And we had a flow up, and we had a flow down, and then guess what? We had a flow up. Right? Looks pretty good here, right? We're overall flowing up. Again, this is looking at the bigger picture here. And then we flowed down and the market ran up. Basically a double top, couldn't make it, but where did it go? It went down to there. This is the first what? First major lower trough. And now the market ran up. It created now what? This is now a lower peak followed by a lower peak on the monthly charts. And now we're doing what? We're stair-stepping down and we're going and we're now heading down towards here as well. So as you can see, right, we're stair-stepping down. Now, what made me start to go short? Well, I will show you what made me start to go short. On this month right here, on that month right there, when the market closed lower, I knew that I was going to have basically a stop above the high here, and I was going to ride this sucker down because I believe Tesla's going to get annihilated soon. And that's where I went short. It was around the $240 mark when it was at that level, and I've been short ever since. Now I'm short the market, and I've also got a lot of long-term put options on there, like real long-term put options. You know, expiring like at the end of next year, or you know before the end of the next year, or somewhere around there. But it's long-term dated put options, and they're doing well. I bought basically at the money put options, and I've just let that thing just ride and ride and ride and ride. I've been short that thing. Now, if I bring up my charts, let me actually bring it up here. Look at this here. As you can see, right, I drew my lines. I'm like, okay, cool. This is going to be the first lower peak. I knew this here, so I've been short this market. So I had here, guys, basically like, what's that? I had like basically a $20 risk or $25 risk. And then I'm still short this market right now. And as you can see, if you look at this chart, and you look at what Tesla's doing, what has Tesla been doing? Let's actually just bring up this weekly chart because it's much more easy to see. We had this big run up, we came back down, and look at this here, right? Look at, it's just really lower peak, or if you look at that, the flow down, lower peak, and now it's forming another lower peak, breaking past levels and now breaking back down. So do you see what I'm saying there, guys? There's nothing on the chart, but it's the ability to read the chart properly. Right? It's the ability to read the chart properly. This is what's going to make you really, really, really good at trading. Right? And you wait for that. And you wait for that turn. So when I'm saying, guys, based on, you know, what the overall charts are telling me, like those weekly charts I've been saying, when you see that, guys, I hope you can see the reason why I'm so passionate about what is happening, especially like on that, you know, on the Russell there as well. Make sense, guys? I know this video is getting a bit long, but I thought I'd do a bit more of an education in this video. So, again, guys, look at what this overall market's doing. We're seeing what's happening here with silver and gold. Silver and gold is actually starting to sell off a bit more. You actually got a sell off. This is actually pre-market anyway, where it is right now, guys. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I think even if we do get a pullback here, guys, I think we're going to rally and we're going to explode to the high side. Looking at silver there, looking at gold, guess what? We can actually see same thing with gold, right? We had a big rally back up, 1300 to 3100. Now we're having a pullback. That's fine, right? That's fine. We'll just see what happens through there. But again, guys, let's go back to the big overall charts, right? Because this is the big, one of my millionaire mentors, he said, John, if you want to be a good trader, you got to have the big picture, small picture, and put them together. And what he was saying that, look at the monthly, weekly, daily, and if you can time those things together, now you got something powerful, right? Now you got something powerful. And for example, you can see here, let me actually bring up this here. This is actually the weekly line through here. So for example, guys, you can see what's happening through here right now, right? You see we had this long-term trend line coming up through here. And you think about it, right? If you think about this from a natural point of view, is that if the market's coming down, and we know this market's coming down to these areas, say 1800 support level, what happens, guys? What happens if you look at, this is the daily chart now, right? So we looked at the weekly chart. What happens if, and again, guys, if the market has it may have a drop down through there, and then suddenly it opens and we have Brexit and the market and has a big run like that. Well, even if that happens, look at what the charts are telling you, right? Trade what you see, not what you hope for. So what is that? What is this now creating? It's now creating what? It's now creating, let's just do that. And now created what? This is a higher trough, right? It's a higher trough. But where is the higher trough? Let's go back to the weekly chart here. The higher trough, which is buyers in control, right? Buyers are in control, and we've had this big run up. If we go back to, say, the weekly chart now, where is the higher trough? The higher trough is at a long-term major support level that's been there for basically almost 12 months now. Or you can basically go 12 months if you want to go back here a little bit. So you see what I'm saying there? Not only that, but it's at this $18 level was a key area of level where it's likely to be fine support. So you can see what I'm doing here, guys. All right, this is the art of trading, not art of gambling. I don't gamble. Screw the gambling, right? You know. Now, yes, I've got to admit it. Sometimes I'll throw like 5 or 10 grand, which is a small amount of money. But I'll do that on on a bet. If I lose it, then that's fine, you know. But I'm not going to put like a couple of $100 grand on that trade. You know what I'm saying there, guys? So this is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm doing. And I know this video is going long, guys, but I really, really, really want to help you guys. I really want to serve you guys, and I really want to help you guys move forward in a big way. All right, and I really hope you can see that the ability to read the chart, is the most important thing you can do as a trader, because the charts are king. There's nothing else out there that matters. It's not Donald Trump. It's not Hillary Clinton. It's not what you think. It's not you taking a gamble. It's not you thinking, oh well, this blog post said that, you know, this blog post said this blog post said that, and this is what I think. It's like, guys, do you know how many times I heard? And let me go back to this page here. Do you know how many times I heard people say to me, and you guys, you probably have been following me for many months, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about here. Do you know how many people that for the last few months, how I've been, I got in here, then the whole Brexit thing happened, and then as the market came back down, I started buying it again over the last few months, buying call options on the VIX. That's the VIX only. Been buying call options, long-term data call options. Do you know how many people that have told me that, John, you don't understand, that they're manipulating the VIX to keep it down? And it's like, they're manipulating the VIX to keep it down. Are you serious? Like, really? Like, where are you getting that from? Well, this website said it. Come on now. Like, look at what the facts are. Seek truth regardless of appearance. Seek truth regardless of appearance. Because that is where it's all at for you guys. Okay? And as you guys can see, I have a wealth of knowledge. And I'm thinking about running like a couple of day event just at my place, actually, where I actually walk you through and really spend a good couple of days going through all the major things that make, understanding how the markets works and looking at the flows and the strength. And as you can see, I know a lot of stuff. So if you guys are interested in something like that, it's like spending 2 days with me. I'm thinking about doing that. I don't normally do this sort of stuff, but I'm thinking about running a couple of day event at my place where you come to my place and for two whole days on a Saturday and Sunday, or maybe 3 days, and we'll do some live trading on a Monday as well too. And I'll walk you through all these analysis. So if you're interested, if you are interested in that, guys, then then just let me know. Let me know in the chat box below, because if it is, then I might create an event to really help you guys out about that. But anyway, apart from that, guys, as you can see, I really want to help you guys. That's why I do a lot of these free videos. But and that's the reason why I brought up the event thing, because I just thought about it just then, right? Because I'm thinking, I know total immersion, right, for a good couple of days, really learning how to read these charts properly. That's where it hits the road, right? If you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I'll be happy to see if I can put something together for that. But on top of that, guys, it's important for you to read the chart. Seek truth regardless of appearance. What is the truth? The truth is that that this VIX hardly ever got down below that. Why did I put on a $200,000 position on VIX? Because I knew that it hardly ever got below 12. And if I am wrong, I might be wrong maybe 10, 20%. But I knew eventually, even if I had to roll those options out to get more time, I knew eventually the market would pick back up and we get a pretty big spike again, and I'd make all my losses back and then make a profit. You see what I'm saying there? I wouldn't buy it now because there's so much more downside risk. But buying it down here and then buying it down here around the $12, I bought it down here at 12, and then buying it here. Can you see what I'm saying there, guys? And I hope you can see what I'm saying here. That seek truth regardless of appearance. All right, guys. I love this stuff, and as you can see, I eat, sleep, and breathe these markets. I eat, sleep, and breathe personal development. I really do. It's in my blood, and I really want to help and serve you guys and help you guys move forward in a massive, massive way. Guys, please like this video. Please share it out to all your friends, because I believe that what I've talked about in this video is going to help so many traders out there. Give me a like, please. Give me a comment below. I'd really, really, really appreciate that. And please share this with your friends and family. Not so I can get more subscribers. I didn't care about subscribers. I really don't. What I care about is giving you information and giving you value to help you guys, not just giving you content. Screw the content. I want to help you guys. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I hope you have an amazing day. This is going to be a crazy week, so I thought I might give you a real hard-loving video before we start the week. God bless you guys. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.